Alright, I've always wanted to try this. That didn't work at all. Just roll the intro. What is going on, everybody? Before I jump into today's video, I wanted to say a huge thank you and a huge shout out to Tempest Tactical. This is the first time I ever won anything from an Instagram giveaway, and it couldn't have came at a better time because I am running out of shirts to wear for these videos. But again, thank you Tempest Tactical for the dope ass shirt. So this weekend I was thinking about what video I was going to be posting, and if you're anything like me, gun cleaning day is like a holy day. Just get everything all set up, and I personally love to throw on an action movie or a shoot 'em up, let it run, listen to it while I'm cleaning my guns. And I was about to get into that, and I thought, why not film it and go over how I clean my handgun? So that is exactly what we're gonna do today. So let's get to it. I like to keep it super simple, nothing too complicated. A box of tiny paper rags or paper towel works fine. Or you could cut up a piece of an old shirt that you may or may not have tried to see if you could Hulk Hogan. These probably work the best. A simple bore brush, a toothbrush, and it's not necessary, but a wired bristle brush. For the cleaner slash lubricant slash protectant, I use CLP. Nothing expensive, nothing fancy, and some Q-tips. But before you get into the cleaning, you guys already know. Safety check. Eject the mag, make sure there's no rounds. Lock your slide back. Visually and physically inspect that there's no round in the chamber. Rack your slide forward, point in a safe direction, and click. So I'm going to be going over how to clean your handgun, but all handguns disassemble differently. So check your owner's manual or YouTube it. And I am going to take off my comp. And I opt for a non-captured spring because it's easier to clean, and if I need to change out the spring, I don't need to bring tools to the range. So and that's everything. So first thing I like to work on is the barrel. It's what's gonna need to soak the longest, so let's check that out. So you can see this thing's pretty dirty. Not as bad as it could be, but for sure needs a cleaning. So I'll run the brush through the bore a couple times just to loosen up the carbon. Then I'll take my CLP and do a couple drops. Or another thing you could do is to wet up one of the small papers and give it a quick run through. But pretty much you just want to get the inside saturated. And we'll set that aside. And now we're going to brush off most of the carbon on the slide. So you grab your toothbrush, and again, it's not too dirty. But yeah, you just grab your toothbrush and start brushing away. So I'm curious, what do you guys do when you're cleaning your guns? Are you more of a music guy or girl? Do you like to throw on a movie like I do? What's your gun cleaning ritual? Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, then you want to get the front, inside, all the nicks and crannies pretty much. And you can see here how much carbon got onto the toothbrush. Now you get your little piece of shirt or rag or whatnot, and you do a once over. Just on the big major surfaces. I was taught not to use CLP or your cleaner on this step because it could mix with the carbon and then get kind of muddy or mucky. But yeah, you're just wiping off the excess carbon. Get the front. And then your rag ends up looking like this. Lastly, for the hard to reach places, I grab a Q-tip and get the inside of my rail. Just going over the stuff you couldn't reach with your rag. Not too dirty. But it's already starting to look a shit ton better. Next, grab your lower and your toothbrush, and we're doing the same thing. It's not too bad, but it could still use some love. So again, you're just breaking up the carbon, just like you did with the upper. Or with your slide, I mean. Then again, grab your rag or napkin or whatnot. And give it a once over. Sorry about that, but my camera cut off. So after giving your lower a once over with the rag, I went in and used a Q-tip to get into the parts that the rag couldn't reach. And she's shiny again. And as for the guide rod and the spring, it never really gets that dirty, but you could just easily wipe it with a rag a couple times. And it was a little dirty, but so I don't lube this or the spring, just give it a quick once over. Just removing whatever carbons were on there. And that's about it. Now let's check out the barrel. So I know the breech or the feed ramp is what's most dirty. So that's what we're gonna work on. You can grab a wire brush, or if you want to, just use some elbow grease with your toothbrush. But after the CLP does its thing and you let it sit for a while, it's so much easier to clean. Just wipe that off. And bam! While you're here, you might as well wipe off the exterior. So now all you need to do is clean the inside of the barrel. And I like to just kind of roll it up into like a fake bullet or like a little joint. Twist it in there and then use the bore brush and bam. Get some nice dirt on there. And you kind of want to repeat that process until the patch comes out clean. Not that bad. Probably like one or two more. And that should do it for the inside of the barrel. So now for re-lubing everything. I don't really care, and I tend to just use my finger. Get some of that CLP on your finger. Top and bottom of the barrel. So pretty much you want to get the top of the barrel, the bottom of the barrel, and all of the contact points. So right in between these two guys right here. So for that, I'll use a Q-tip. Again, nothing too crazy, you just want to wet it in all the contact points. And that's it. Don't forget to wipe your hands. You got, after you get oil on them. The slide's super easy. I just get some CLP on the Q-tip and I'm just hitting the rails. Hitting the rails. All the way up and down a couple times. And also anywhere where you see wear on your slide, rather on the inside or on your barrel, that's what you want to lube also. Again, just using your finger. I just hit the inside top of the slide, and then also where the top of the chamber meets the slide. And then also a little bit on the front where the barrel comes out, and that's about it. And also, if you have a super buildup of carbon on the front of your light, I've mentioned this in my videos before, high polymer eraser. Gets all the carbon right off, and it's like a brand new flashlight. And then also you want to rack it like a shit ton of times, just so you spread the oil where it needs to get to, and you have yourself a clean gun. So I always do everything on a towel, just makes cleanup super easy. But super simple. My gun wasn't all that dirty to begin with, but thanks for cleaning your gun with me today. Thank you again to Tempest Tactical for this dope ass shirt, and for the would you rather. Would you rather have all your food be hella bland, no seasoning, ever, or have everything you eat be dumbass spicy. Like whatever you're comfortable with times 2. Let me know down in the comments. I'm only asking because my wife and I are actually gonna do the spicy noodle challenge sometime soon. And if you haven't already, go ahead and use your not so dirty, greasy hands to tap that like and subscribe button. And also click the bell so you never miss an upload. But thank you guys again. And don't forget, don't be a dick, be a blessing.